honestly cannot believe what I've just seen. What? What is this? Mayans. Okay, so we didn't know a lot about Overtaken going into the qualifiers. Overtaken has picked Mayans on Cross, and Mayans are more of a land map civilization, more of an Arabia civilization. Overtaken has picked it on a map where typically you're going to want a lot of mobility and you're going to want to be fighting for water. That's Mayans against Italians, a civ that has cheaper fishing ships, cheaper dock techs, has a bit more versatility when it comes to the map. So I think I have Overtaken pegged. I think Overtaken is the type of player who will go for, like, he loves Arabia, basically. If this was Arabia, he'd probably perform better than a map where you've got hybrid maps or a tournament where you've got hybrid maps. And so while the fish do last a little longer with Mayans, and all resources last a little longer with Mayans, and while I do think Mayans could do quite well against Italians with something like Arbalest and Eagle Warrior, I mean, what civ can't they kill with that? I think that Dark has chosen the correct civilization for the map, and it's at least pre-planned a bit better. So Overtaken's probably just a guy who plays Arabia very well and just plays a lot of ranked games, which makes sense for a 55th seed. It's just surprising to see a 55th seed win round 1 and then, play as well as he has here in round 2. So Overtaken from Estonia, a Dark from Russia, both potential up-and-comers, though I don't know too much about Overtaken as far as his age or anything. I know he's played for years. But if you've been following Dark, Dark is no stranger to tournaments. He's been playing in other events. And he also is teammates with Vinchester. I feel like he's Vinchester's protege. Like, Vinchester's, 22 now? And he was a star when he was 17, 18, amongst the top 16 then. And Vinchester, of course, probably needs a practice partner, probably wants to talk to someone about the maps. He probably uses Dark for that. I think that goes a long way to be able to test things. Little unfortunate for Dark. He's looking for a shorefish to dock next to. He was very close on this side. Like, look how close he was to seeing that one. And then he's looking for this one. There you go. He's going to make a dock. And, ooh, look at the timing on this. Is there not still a hole there? Oh, there's a tree. I'm blind. Okay. But yeah, dock will go up. Palisade needs to be completed because the eagle is going to be annoying there. Yep. Good move from Overtaken to realize the dock's going to go up. And I'm curious to see what Mayans can do now. You've got Overtaken also docking. But I don't think that Overtaken is going to try and overtake on water too much. I expect him to probably live with one pond and then switch onto land. So Dark will probably try and gain a lead with fishing ships. Yeah, this is something you don't see too frequently, but this is reeds. Crazini really likes to have a variety of trees. So Crazini, I believe, added this touch. We on all of our maps, we've added some graphical touches for accuracy, right? We've got the rocks out here. Add just a few things just to spice it up a little bit, make it look a bit better. Overtaken stealing this turkey. Oh, excuse me, it's a goose. How could I have confused the two? I have one of these in my backyard right now. And actually, Overtaken could try and steal that boar, or could block the villager. I think Overtaken's going to lane this. Oh, big moment. Big moment, but Dark realized. Okay, so Dark at least knows what's going on. And Dark seeing the moment to go for it, and good move from Dark. Overtaken just wasn't quite close enough. You can block villagers when the boars are being lured in. You can also, if you want to, steal the boars. Dark weakening the boar with the TC, finishing it off, no problem. And Overtaken just a little late to a house, it seems, adding walls. I'm not a fan of the strat that Overtaken has come into this game with, considering he's 2 games down. I think Dark will be feeling very good and very confident going forward for the series. Hey, chat, do you remember the set between Vinchester and Project Belgium yesterday? And do you remember where the pause happened right after Winchester hit Castle Age? And I speculated that Winchester didn't have the Caravel hotkey. Initially, people said it was crazy. And then we waited a bit more, and I was more and more sure. I messaged Winchester about it, and he said he did not have a Caravel hotkey. He said it was really bad because then Project Belgium knew what was coming because Project Belgium assumed the same because of the pause. So yeah, I think I'll upload that moment to YouTube because it was really funny, but I called it. So Dark sending a villager to the south with a very fast feudal. The enemy hasn't even clicked up yet to the next stage. And Overtaken just going fast castle again. And also sending villagers to stone. What in the... Is this going to be Plumed Archers then? Is this 2019? Like, I know Mayan walls are cheaper, but it just doesn't feel very good. Have to wall this much, man. This is not what the map was supposed to be like. And look at this. I'm going to switch to Blue's point of view. There's a villager here, and Dark is going to try and sneak this villager behind. Actually, Dark could just win the fight. The scout's going to be stronger than the eagle with feudal age. Dark could just straight up win the fight, and Overtaken has to pull vills. This is not a confident play from Overtaken. A great play from Dark. Because he could just try and wall that villager in and send it to the corner, but instead he's getting a vill kill. Now you try and wall your villager in. And you just be annoying. And then you see the enemies doing this, and you just add fishing ships in every pond. Like, your food eco is going to be so good. With Italians, you could probably just go up to Castle Age as well. The eagle went down. The scout's still alive. Everything looking so good for Dark. Let's see what the quick walls look like. What? Telling you, Dark has talents. 2 villagers chasing. So far, Dark has killed. Oh, okay, deletes the palisade and places the dock as well. What? How? So now that dock's going to go up so he can make fires to hit the enemy fish. Yeah, kill the villager. Now it's probably going to attack fishing ships. Actually kind of weird there. It looks like Overtaken can somehow do damage to that vill through the diagonal, which sometimes happens. Yeah, at this point, this dock needs to be finished. It will. And now look at the resources for Dark because of the fishing eco. And with that fishing eco, we'll probably see the buildings go up. You cannot make a market until you make a mill, so the mill has to go up first. I think we'll eventually see some walls for Dark, but Dark is just playing this map as one should play it. Oh my god. That was so close. Okay, round 3. Oh my. Seriously? Can you stop, please? Because so many people watching wish they could do this, and everyone's just going to stop watching the channel, Dark. We can't have this. Momentum's going good for the tournament so far. The qualifiers are exciting. We can't have people not show up for the main event. See, people in chat are saying true. Don't do this. What a nerd. Okay, now the Vill... Alright, well, the finish wasn't as exciting as the start. But just think about the idle time for Overtaken. Already having to wall this much. And then having to have the villagers there all the time. And now needing to invest resources to defend this. That said, there's the market for Overtaken. Overtaken will make the blacksmith. Overtaken will click up as the stone. So you have to assume that plumed archers will come out at some point. That Vill brought honor to his family? Definitely. The thing is, that Vill, he was the youngest son in the group, or in the family. And all that villager did was annoy everyone in the family growing up because of the quick walls. Someone tries to go to dinner, they get quick walled in. Like, that villager was just pissing off the family. So, you know, the dad, dad was really rough. And dad was like, you know what? Go get a job. And kicked him out of the house. Villager went out there, and now he's a legend. You know, his family wishes they would have appreciated him more. So if you're an underappreciated quick walling child, just live your life, all right? Even if your family doesn't appreciate you, I think it's fine. Outposts, I don't know where I'm going with this. Outposts from Overtaken. I have a feeling that Overtaken might send Vills forward and go for a castle drop. And I never have this feeling because it rarely happens in competitive AoE2. Of course, Overtaken doesn't have a scout, right? So maybe Overtaken just wants to see what's out there. Yoink! Scout's dead now for Dark as well. Maybe just wants to see if Dark is on the ponds. Dark reacting to this with his own villager. Fight! Okay, Overtaken. Your turn to quick wall, I guess. The fact that Dark went essentially fast feudal and has the same castle time is nuts, but it's not like Dark's going to have a castle. I called it! Here he comes! Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to run forward with that many villagers to build outposts unless you really want to know. Oh, boy. And Dark wants to go for knights. And they will hit Castle Age at basically the same time. Dark lost the scouts, so Dark won't know about this. Now, that castle's going to need to be walled in, and there's also a potential that Dark could deny it with the tower. So this is either going to be amazing or awful for Overtaken. And boom! There's the castle. Villagers need to be walled in. And Dark is going to react with a tower, but I don't know if the tower is going to be enough to stop this. What a crazy play. But wait a second. Tell me Overtaken sees the stable. Okay, does see the stable. Now is adding palisade walls. This is a good play. Villagers, of course, not building the castle if that happens. So you need to make sure that, for the most part, villagers are building the castle. I think all those palisades have some HP on it. The tower is going to go up for Dark. The castle is going to go up for Overtaken. Yeah, and maybe one villager goes down, but I don't even think one goes down. Oh my goodness. I mean, one goes down for Dark. What in the world is this? This is crazy, man. Like, Dark has the fish. This is what you're supposed to do. He has the fish. His economy is much better. You know what? If he just garrisons his knights, he's going to have +2 and makes 5 rams. He could just ram it right down. But Overtaken has plumed archers here already. And Overtaken might make mangonels as well, and then maybe that won't work. Oh, God. I didn't realize that Dark was still pressuring back here. We'll rip to Overtaken's food eco. It says he has 8 on food. I think he's about to lose all of his fishing ships. This is as all in as it gets. And look at the plumed archers now. Hitting the gold. Dark does have more gold over here. Remember, Overtaken does not have the scout. I love this. And another castle will come up soon, too. He's got 300 stone. So one person has control of all 4 ponds. Dark really needs to get these fishing ships working on the salmon out here. 4 ponds on cross, but could lose everything on land to castle drops and plumed archers. Oh! Good micro there from Overtaken with the splits. We'll back away to the castle for now. Dark is sending knights forward, which is honestly brilliant. Because there's no defense for Overtaken there. So Overtaken just needs to make walls. I think there's actually a hole here. That's not something Dark knew. That will be house walled as well. Dark's one and only TC is about to go down. Dark doesn't have the stone for a town center because he tried to tower. Are you kidding me? So 0 TCs for Dark. But 4 ponds right now. And it all depends on the micro. The siege could take out the plumes, but the plumes could easily take out the siege. I mean, imagine plumed archers getting behind this right now. Hey, Overtaken. Please make your next castle right where that TC was. just for the YouTube thumbnail. No, I think the best castle will be over here. I don't think he has it scouted. But I think his castle should be over here. Okay, he's moving around. Attack round from... Oh, man, that was a sick attack round from Dark, but a sicker split from Overtaken. And yeah, now you really have to think about where you place your castle. I mean, you could also justify building the castle at home. Micro Overtaken, who needs to pull a villager to repair. You have to be repairing that mangonel. 1,000 stone. Oh, attack rounds and big hit. Again, if that was repaired, that never happened. That's a mistake. That's a mistake from Overtaken. Can't get away with those mistakes. And again, you normally can't get away with castle drops, so who really am I to talk? As he has enough stone to make 2 castles now. But there's 3 Mangonels here. I know his splits have been good, but you're playing with fire here, and you're about to get burned. Gonna drop a castle over here. Again, he seems to have the gold scouted. And I guess needs to just check that wood line. A castle over there next would be amazing. Outpost goes down. Overtaken, just hoping to see the siege before it arrives. Oh! Oh! Giving me nightmares over here. Good house walling at home. Full focus on the front for Overtaken. At what point... Like, what if the fish runs out? Now you see a TC for Dark. That could so easily be castle dropped. Dark still doesn't have a town center. The Mangonel for Overtaken. Dark micros as well. Their micro's been so good this game. And the plumed archers are coming over here. That TC could be denied. I know TC. You know TC. We know TC. Everyone knows TC. What the... And now there's a hole, so the plumed archers can run in. Now the Mangonels need to run this way. You know, this game just breaks my brain. Because in game 1 and 2, Overtaken was playing the meta. And he said, screw the meta. I'm not going to do this anymore. And he's going to go in after 3 Mangonels? I'm sorry, Overtaken. This is too much. His balls are too big. I'm surprised he can even walk around right now. 3 Mangonels. Dark still has the Mangonels alive. The plumed archers are going to run away. There's a castle now for Overtaken. Or not for Overtaken. Sorry, I'm just used to saying castles by Overtaken. It's actually by Dark this time. And I guess the next one's going to go on the hill. And Dark will... Oh my god. Overtaken, make some siege first, my friend. Don't do this. No. This is so epic. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. No! Oh, he deleted the castle foundation. Thank God. I'm so invested into this right now. Like,
shot it.
How the rest of my weekend goes is largely based on how this game goes right now. Because Dark is going imp in that TC. His only TC is going imp. What? The micro from Overtaken. He's even sending in some vills. He doesn't have his own Mangonel there. There's no repair villager for Dark, though. And so he loses 2 of the Mangonels. The plumed archers will probably take out the 3rd as well. Dark needs to repair. Then again, Dark will probably make it to imp. Oh my god. I mean, many of the plumed archers are weak. But still, the 3 Mangonels went down. No wonder he had the confidence before. Now the scorpions will go down as well. Again, still weakening and killing plumed archers. Overtaken has the Vill lead. Can Overtaken take out this TC before Dark is an imp? Dark is making siege from this side. He doesn't really have defense for that. I feel like if the Mangonel's on the hill and maybe Petard... I'll make Petards. Come on. Because you should see that Dark's score has dipped. And that normally tells you that they're imping. But that'd be a tough call. He might just go imp himself, I guess. What does Dark do in imp? Well, he makes trebs, right? He makes trebs. But he's not going to get this town center up. And good job from Overtaken. And actually, Overtaken has outposts over here. And he might end up spotting other areas. Like, he's looking around with plumed archers everywhere. And he will see that Dark has a TC there. See, Dark has food income because of the fish. But he doesn't have a lot else. Now Overtaken is also imping with 3 farms back at home. What? Oh my goodness, dude. Clearly this is not a strategy that you're going to see in the main event of Hidden Cup. So thank God you guys are watching the qualifiers. This is incredible. Oh my god, the knights are in. Ah! He forgot about them! He forgot about the knights! I forgot about the knights! The knights went through 2 layers of houses. And now... he doesn't have defense. Oh, God. Abandon everything. 3 knights. Oh, my word. This is ridiculous. Dark makes it to the Imperial Age. He can now make trebuchets. He doesn't really have access to gold, but could sell the food maybe at the market. There is some gold here. Probably enough for now. The plumed archers probably need to come back home. I think Dark is too focused, so he's not really microing the knights. He's got TCs elsewhere to expand. So a lot of the gold is currently castled, but that could change in a bit. Now, it's not like Overtaken has the resources to tech switch out of Plumed Archers. He can't go into Eagles, which would be epic here. He honestly can't even get Bracer. Okay, and 2 monks, I guess, end up solving the problems that Overtaken's having at home, except for the lack of food. He does not have food. So how do you benefit from Imp? I guess you can make some trebs if you have wood and gold and more plumes. But I foresee this castle going down, and I foresee Overtaken not having the economy to really gain much from Imp. So he will probably make trebs out of this castle, and then he could take the only castle that Dark has out. Ooh, oh. The plumes could also take the treb out. Dark has to pack it up. Ooh, that sucks. Yeah, because of the pressure from Overtaken, Dark's castle had to be so far back here. Now, you want to hear something that's funny? Both players are going to need to, like, sell and buy resources. But Overtaken is in the situation where he needs food and he will try to buy it. And Dark has food, so he's selling it. So if you sell food, it makes it cheaper to buy. And if you buy food, it makes it, you get more in return for selling it. So, full-on stonks here. 0 on food, currently, for Overtaken. And he's just focused on the micro, I suppose. I mean, can you really doubt him when he's actually winning this game? No wheelbarrow, no farm upgrade, no fish, no problem. Now, Dark's winning this, but these are still the games that would tilt me. Because Dark has played this exactly how this game should be played. It's just, Overtaken went for something that was so ridiculously over the top, it just worked. And honestly, has had really good micro, too. Dark has been a little slow to getting repair bills out, which is important. But say goodbye to your castle, Dark. He's got another one over here. This is one of the games of the qualifiers so far. And Overtaken is going to have a lot of fans after all these uploads hit YouTube. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! 5 farms! No horse collar! No fish! What a game! What? Oh my god, dude. Like, I really wish that the endgame statistics didn't figure in resources bought and sold at the market. Because Overtaken probably bought a lot of food, and so it's going to be a little deceiving, but still, I cannot wait to look at the stats to just see the sheer number of resources collected from each player. It's probably polar opposites. Oh my word. Oh, what a game. Scores 2-1. Overtaken continues in round 2 here. I mean, what a way to get momentum back, too. Like, what if Dark starts to lose it mentally a bit after that? And then struggles in the next game. I suppose we shouldn't waste too much time here, but YouTube, make it to the main event of Hidden Cup March 18th through the 21st. You probably won't see that, though. Unless Overtaken qualifies. Full best of 5 will, of course, be in the description. There's the KD. Oh my goodness, man. Like, double the food eco for Dark. Again, it doesn't even feel like Overtaken collected 5,000 food. Like, some of the market shenanigans probably show up in some of these stats, but more food, all the food you'd ever want on water, but you're not controlling the middle of the map. Overtaken took the gold and the stone in the middle of the map. Stone and gold better than food confirmed. 93% of the map was explored by Dark. He was able to see where he needed to be. He just could not get the middle. And the timeline just looks like a normal game. This might as well have just been Arabia and a Hun War. I mean, this timeline does not really describe what that game was. That's ridiculous. Overtaken is such a legend, man. So fun to watch, but he still has an uphill battle in this series.